This is the 5th round of the league, going first. And that is a pretty good hand. My opponent's probably on mono black aggro. Played against him a lot recently. And if the pattern we've seen follows, if he addresses my survival, that means there's one on top of my deck. So I should still be okay if that happens. Let's see if let's see if it keeps going. Ha! Wow! I can't believe that just happened. That was insane. That was a joke. All right. Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? just just play it, I guess. Wow, that was nuts. All right. So in a pretty good spot. He has no way to kill it. So just need to populate the board and pull ahead on resources. Okay, so let's see what the opponent does. Something like, I don't know, City of Traders. Phyrexian Negator would be, um, I guess, one of the more expected plays. Therapy, okay. Well, I can't take all my creatures if the other land is a port, so I should be safe. Okay, so, huh. I mean, I could just play Recurring Nightmare to make it safe, or I can start the Squee engine. And I think I'm going to play the Recurring Nightmare. Guess the opponent's decision now is probably play a creature or do some. I mean, I guess one of the big 3 mana creatures, or do something for 1 mana and then port my swamp. I guess going for a big creature would make more sense. Or maybe there's a Phyrexian Rager in the mix, and one of the considerations is, I guess, Rager plus flashback therapy. I mean, they know I have Wall of Blossoms, and they don't know my other draw. Given that I played the Nightmare, it should look pretty likely to them that I drew another creature. But then again, maybe I just want to protect Nightmare that much, and I'm banking on my deck having a bunch of creatures in it. Nice. That was a great draw. Really glad to have the forest there. Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a squee here. But what do I get next? It's gonna be one of the walls, of course. Wall of Roots or Wall of Blossoms? I mean, Blossoms is like you know, a Recurring Nightmare Enabler just ready to go, which I really like. But of course, Wall of Roots makes mana. This is actually pretty hard. I mean, I could even go for Birds of Paradise if I wanted to make sure that they can't cut me off of black. That might actually be the right play. I'm going to go for Wall of Blossoms. That feels right. Nice. Then I'll just pass the turn without using Nightmare. Gonna keep it safe on the board. Yep, that's it. I mean, the engine's running, so it's basically over. Alright, time to sideboard. Shredder. Wretch. Tutoress. Bring in Worm. Probably take out the Spectre. Yeah, I'm mixing in my putting in and taking out here. Being a little sloppy with it. Anyway, so what do I want in the deck from the sideboard at this point? Maybe a third Naturalize, maybe a third Duress, maybe a Hypnotic Spectre back. And over here in the main, I want all those. Graveborn Muse, I think I still want... There's a lot of 2-power creatures over there, and I mean, with all the walls, it's entirely conceivable that I stabilize at a good life total. Plus, it's zombies I control, not zombies in play, so it's not going to like get out of hand from the opponent. Baloth, Masticore, I want Vigilante, I want all that. They're probably bringing in Tormod script. Yeah, I believe that normally my pattern has been to put in the third Duress here, but it's worse on the draw because it can't protect from the opponent's Duress. I think I still want it though. Even though there's not that many targets, like the cards that hurt me the most are of moderate cost and can be duressed. Those being stuff like Perish and Dystopia. Bad draw on top deck mode unless they're, you know, sitting on a Perish waiting for it to increase in value. I could put in the Hypnotic Spectre. I don't think I want a third Naturalize against Cabal Therapy. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, that I can keep. I'm not going to send it back, certainly. Sarcomancy. Pretty good card to start with. Interesting. So instead of Bird, I could potentially Duress and then Therapy plus Flashback if I wanted to. If I play the Bird and they kill the Bird, then I can either play Wall of Blossoms or I can play Duress and Therapy. But I can't play both because I'll have a Forest in play, so it's a little bit of a hard decision. I'm going to play the Bird. It's a play that makes the most value just on its face. So I think it makes sense to just go with that. And if they kill the bird on turn 2, most of their removal is 2 mana, so it'll take their entire turn's resources. I'm still getting under Dystopian Parish. Well, yeah, I guess they wouldn't want to play Parish there, and they can't play Dystopia because of the double black. But anyway, we got Drinker of Sorrow, which is really good follow-up. This is a very nice start for the opponent. Oh, and they've got Snuff Out. Wow, yeah, that's very ideal. Okay, so I have a choice to make now. I guess with Vigilante, I don't need to be too paranoid about Dystopia. Though, of course, I don't really have time to, like, do stuff with this Drinker of Sorrow in play. I'm thinking just Wall of Blossoms. Stems the bleeding. You can throw it in front of the zombie. Other therapy. Yeah, that's definitely too much at this point. Yeah, with that Snuff Out, that's like the ideal turn 1, turn 2. So this is not going to be an easy game. Yeah, I think I want to do the discard now. Oh, they have nothing. Wow. I did not expect that. I mean, it's play land to be done. Nothing else to do. Yeah, I really didn't see that coming. Interesting that my Duress would have missed earlier also. Block that token. Sack the Sarcomancy. Duress is pretty useless. Hopefully I don't draw a Cabal Therapy. Really don't want one. I've got more than enough. Oh, okay. Genesis was a very good draw, actually. I'm going to play Face Up Vigilante because you can trade with the Drinker. Then I'm going to end. Rager, that was a very good draw for them. I did not want Rager to show up there. Alright, we've got attacking with both, it looks like. Vigilante is nice because they can't smother it, so their options for removal are limited relative to other creatures. I don't know, I feel like they should be attacking. But they know their deck a lot better than me. So I assume that whatever they do is the actual right move. I don't know, from like this side of the table, it looks like they should probably attack. Alright, I mean, I'll just block with a wall. Powder Keg, interesting. I didn't expect Powder Keg. Survival, alright. Yeah, Survival's not very good right now. I only have 1 forest. So if I play Genesis, then I'm really in business, and then I can hopefully play Survival next turn. I mean, maybe they'll draw discard. I mean, I know their hand is Ancient Tomb, so unless discard is literally on top of their deck, then my Survival is going to be a save. And I really just want the Genesis to stabilize my defense. And of course, I'm vulnerable to Parish showing up at any moment. Dystopia, that's an issue. Alright, I want to sacrifice either Wall or Vigilante or Genesis. Yeah, I did not want them to have Dystopia there. Um, I'm thinking the Wall because they have Powder Keg about to go to 2. Recurring Nightmare. That's very interesting. So I guess just Nightmare plus Survival is the move. Like I guess I could Nightmare in my Wall, but like, Powder Keg, so, hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna play both and end. Yeah, a lot depends on what they're drawing from this point. That Dystopia was a sick draw, and I need them to not follow it up with other similarly good draws. And yeah, Paris shows up and I'm dead, so there's a lot of stuff they could get that would just end me immediately. It's not a safe place to be. Yeah, the plan if they do an all-out attack is Vigilante trades for Drinker of Sorrow, Genesis. Is there any chance I'd want something with 3 converted mana cost? What would that even be? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, block the zombie token just because if they get another Sarcomancy and their newly made zombie dies, then hopefully the Sarcomancy deals damage to them, assuming they don't have a way to get rid of it immediately with Drinker of Sorrow. And yeah, I guess I guess if I leave the Rager, then there's some chance that maybe it'll turn Powder Keg into something more symmetrical at some point. But I mean, what do I have? Like, you have my Elder. It's basically it, I think. Hmm. Looks like the opponent lost connection to the game, which is unfortunate. Let's send him a quick message. Okay, yeah, they're just restarting the client, looks like. Okay, he's back. That was a relief. I really don't like when when tech issues get in the way of a match. Yeah, we are in the clear. He's got 15 minutes left. We're not going to be affected by that. Port could prove to be kind of annoying. You take out my forest with it, then I can't use survival. That's a problem. Let's see. So I want to sacrifice, I guess, the vigilante. I could sack the survival, but then that just puts me in a position where where I'm just not moving forward at all. Man, that port is super annoying though, because right after this they're gonna port my forest. It's gonna be problematic. Yeah, and then they're gonna sort of work down my board. Man, do I want to sack survival here? Is that gonna work for me? I don't know. I feel like I might be dead if I don't sack the survival. Yeah, I think I have to sack the survival. Really don't like that, but I mean, it's really like because the port showed up. I mean, I can't just I can't sacrifice these super important creatures when I'm low on life. It just doesn't work. All right. Yeah, and I don't like this very much, but I'm going to. Do I want to sack the Genesis? I want to sack the Vigilante. I guess I want to sack the Vigilante. This is a tight spot. I don't think I'm winning this one. All of roots. That's not what I wanted. I still know their entire hand, so there's no point in using therapy. Right, blowing the keg. That's fine. I could potentially get the Wall of Blossoms back again, and then maybe hit a forest and play a Wall of Roots. That could be pretty nice. Or alternatively, I keep Genesis in play because at least it can, like, I could like go to 1 and block one of these. Man, yeah, I'm just not in a good spot. I think I need to get the Wall of Blossoms back. I suppose I should have attacked first. Yeah, that actually would have been a good idea. I mean, I'm in a really bad spot right here. Yeah, I absolutely should have attacked. That didn't make sense. I mean, with the Dystopia is about to go on counter number 2, though. I'm just completely screwed. I don't know. I mean, maybe if I draw really well and the opponent draws very badly. Ooh, yeah, there's duress in my recurring nightmare. I don't think I can possibly win. That's going to put me on 1. If I draw Masticore, I guess would be my best draw. I'm still dead on the board. Yeah, I'm not seeing a way out of this. I'll just see what my next draw is, though. Maybe I'm forgetting something. It'll be quick enough to see. There goes my wall. Yeah, that Dystopia really just broke my whole game plan. Say no on that. I'm going to port my forest. Yeah, there's nothing I can draw. Duress, yeah, that definitely isn't it. Okay, so that was a good game. Yeah, it really showed what the opponent's deck can do when the pieces come together. It just rolled out very efficiently. Just the 2 power on turn 1, 5 power on turn 2, plus snuff out on my bird. That was really brutal. Getting all those swamps didn't help. Let's see. I guess the duresses are better than they were, so I'm definitely not decreasing the duresses here. I could potentially increase the duresses. I could put in a fourth duress over the naturalize, but I don't know. I feel like diversifying my answers to dystopia probably makes more sense, even though naturalize is so vulnerable to the discard. If I uh, if I were really crazy, I could put in Sabo's Web. But yeah, that would be insane. I'm not doing that. Guess there's some draw to Withered Wretch. Trades with one of their 2/2s, but what would I take out? I could take out a naturalize or the third duress. I want the 3 duresses. If anything, I'm going to 4, not to 2. And yeah, I think I want the naturalizes, so this is just going to be it. Let's hope things work out. All right. Let's hope I get duressed. Very interesting. So, right now, I don't think they have Cabal Therapy. They definitely would have used that. I can do double wall and then double worm the next turn. That seems like the move. I don't want to do one worm now and then the other worm later. It seems more effective to do both of them together. They got so many cards in their hand. It could be a steep price that I pay for that, but that's what the hand has to offer me. Yeah, this definitely isn't one that I would mulligan. Trying to think about what the opponent's choice is here. Man, I hope I draw like a deranged hermit or something. I don't want to play the worms yet. Or I guess survival would be best. That's what I really want. Powder keg. That's actually pretty inconvenient. Got all these 2s in my hand. Well, let's hope I draw something good. Hey, I did. Okay. Well, I'm not playing Tempting Worm. Just gonna run out that Genesis. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that draw. Could really go for an Octavia Rainatane. Though at this point, I mean, they'll at least hit my birds. Oh, great. What are they playing? Drinker Sorrow. Duress. Okay. I'll see what that turns up. Perish. Got it. Nice. Okay, so I'm not playing Tempting Worm, and I don't feel like attacking, I don't think. They'll just... I mean, that would make them blow the keg, on the other hand. They absolutely would blow the keg if I attacked. Otherwise, they might sit back and play Rager and Sarcomancy and wait a little bit longer. Yeah, I really want them to blow the keg. But on the other hand, they have... I don't know. Yeah, they'd rather play Rager than Sarcomancy and leave port open, I think. I'm going to attack with Genesis. Not using the keg. That's interesting. I don't really get that. Block that zombie token and just take the 5 right now. Hang onto my wall for the moment. Not a good draw. Alright, so... now what I want is to play a single Tempting Worm, I think. No, would I? They've got all those attackers. I'd be taking 6. I'm just going to end the turn. I have to just hope that Cabal Therapy doesn't show up. Duress. Alright, well, there'll be no surprising them now. They were definitely already onto me, though. Not not sacking the powder keg when I tried to draw it out with the Genesis attack. Definitely saw what I was up to there. Alright, we've got attacks. I am going to... I think maybe eat a zombie token and then block the other 2s? I don't know. I mean, when I play the Tempting Worm, that's going to make them want to blow the keg, I think. So what I want to do is throw one of them in front of the wall, throw the other one in front of a 2. I'm sorry, yeah, throw one in front of the drinker, one in front of the 2, and then eat one of the 2s with a Genesis. Yeah, that feels right. That was a bad draw. Alright, well, I'm going to play one of the worms, and then I'm going to end the turn. There we are. I need the opponent to not have good draws for a little while. Those swamps didn't help me at all. Need them to sort of stall out for a bit. All right. Block the drinker. I'm going to get back Wall of Roots. Yeah, that sounds right. Tap those for it. Yep, hopefully I draw a land. That would be really, really nice. Nope. Okay, so I can play the wall and block with it, or I can play the Tempting Worm and like actually kill something when they attack. I don't know, it feels like... Oh, let's see. Feels like I kind of need the Tempting Worm. Like I need just the stronger board presence. I need to hope that this doesn't backfire. That's going to put me at 1. Really need them to draw badly. I need to draw really well. That smother was very, very bad. Huh, what are they stopping for? Funeral Charm? Dress. Okay, that was lucky. And on my turn... Oh man, Sarcomancy. I needed them to have nothing. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to Genesis something. What would it be, like another Wall of Roots? But then that still leaves me... Let's see, they're gonna port my forest. I can't use my Landwar Waste because I'm at 1. If I don't tap the mana, I mean if I do tap the mana, I'm gonna end up with just a bird and a swamp, and I definitely can't win then. So I think I just have to draw. I'm not sure what I could draw, but definitely not going to work if I use this Genesis. So if they have absolutely nothing, this will barely keep me alive. Alright, and let's see. Once again, I'm in a really tight spot with Genesis. If I go for the Baloth, they're going to tap my forest. I would have to tap down the bird to make the second green unless I draw a forest. If I do draw a forest, then I'm still like in a very bad spot. I think I need to not use the Genesis and then hope that I draw a deranged hermit. That feels like the only way out. Alternatively, no, I think that's it. Just target the Wall of Roots and then not pay it. Nope, that's it. It's over. Well, that was a great match. It was super fun. Too bad I couldn't pull it out, but it was still very good, and I've definitely won a bunch of matches against this deck recently. So I feel like it's let's see. Yeah, just thinking it through again. Yeah, if I had gotten the Baloth back, I would have tapped my other forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I should have done it. I don't know. Anyway, an interesting match. Anyway, in any case.